The void between the stars burns with tension as an ancient galactic force, the Zoral Dominion, descends upon humanity with their vast fleet of advanced warships and overwhelming firepower. To the Zoral, humanity is a fledgling species, insignificant and ill-prepared for the rigors of interstellar war. But what they fail to see is the indomitable spirit that lies within their prey, a species forged in adversity, resilient in the face of annihilation. As the two civilizations collide, the stage is set for an epic showdown, where technological supremacy meets raw determination, and the outcome will hinge not on weapons or numbers, but on the ability to adapt, endure, and defy the impossible. In this crucible of survival, humanity must rise to the challenge, proving that even against the mightiest adversary, the spark of defiance can ignite a blaze of victory. The story begins with Commander Rock, a seasoned leader of the Zoral Dominion, witnessing something that defies his understanding of warfare. The human fleet is using ballistic weaponry. These weapons, essentially metal projectiles propelled by explosive powder, are relics from a bygone era, completely overshadowed by the advanced energy-based weapons that dominate modern combat. The sight of these primitive tools shocks Rock and his crew. To them, these weapons are not just outdated, but laughably ineffective compared to the Zoral's plasma beams and particle cannons, which are the epitome of sophistication and precision. However, this initial dismissal of human technology quickly gives way to a harsh reality. These ancient weapons exploit a critical flaw in the Zoral's shield technology. The shields were meticulously designed to counter high-energy attacks like plasma bursts, particle beams, and gravitational pulses, everything modern warfare had to offer. Yet, they were not built to withstand the brute force of solid projectiles traveling at extreme velocities. The kinetic energy of the human projectiles bypasses the energy barriers entirely, rendering the shields useless. This discovery shakes the Zoral crew to their core. It's not just the weapon's effectiveness that surprises them, but the sheer audacity of the humans to use such methods. For a species that prides itself on its technological advancements, the realization that their multi-billion credit shields can be penetrated by what they perceive as primitive tools is both infuriating and humiliating. This revelation sets the stage for a larger conflict, where overconfidence in technology meets the relentless adaptability of human ingenuity. It is a moment that foreshadows the unraveling of the Zoral's dominance and marks the beginning of their battle with an enemy they had severely underestimated. As the battle unfolds, the Zoral Dominion, renowned for its sophisticated fleet and unbroken record of victories, faces an unsettling truth. The humans' tactical approach is as effective as their unorthodox weaponry. Despite their seemingly inferior technology, the humans hold their ground and even gain an advantage against the Zoral's state-of-the-art arsenal. This shift highlights a critical contrast between the two forces. Where the Zoral rely on technological superiority, the humans leverage adaptability and strategic acumen. The Zoral's plasma beams and particle cannons, designed for long-range precision and overwhelming firepower, are initially deployed with confidence. These weapons, capable of carving through fleets with ease, are the pride of the Zoral military. Yet, to their dismay, the human fleet maneuvers with remarkable precision, outflanking and outsmarting their advanced counterparts. The humans demonstrate an uncanny ability to exploit every gap in the Zoral strategy, targeting weaknesses the Zoral didn't even know they had. This adaptability becomes a defining feature of the human effort, turning what should have been a decisive defeat into a growing nightmare for the Zoral. Adding to the shock is the appearance of the human fleet. The ships look cobbled together, bearing scars of past battles and an aesthetic that prioritizes function over form. To the Zoral, this ragtag assembly is a far cry from their sleek, polished vessels. However, the humans' rugged appearance belies their disciplined and calculated tactics. Their formations are tight, their movements deliberate, and their attacks devastatingly coordinated. The Zoral commanders, including Rock, are left questioning how such primitive-looking ships could maneuver so effectively and deal such damage. This clash of approaches underscores a fundamental difference between the two civilizations. The Zoral have grown complacent in their reliance on cutting-edge technology, assuming it would always provide the upper hand. The humans, on the other hand, have honed their ability to adapt and think creatively in the face of adversity. This tactical disparity shifts the dynamics of the battle, forcing the Zoral to confront the uncomfortable reality that their technology alone may not be enough to secure victory. It's a humbling moment for the Zoral, who are beginning to realize that their enemy's strength lies not just in their weapons, but in their ability to wield them with unyielding determination. One of the most shocking revelations for Commander Rock and his crew is the humans' reliance on kinetic weapons, technology that the Zoral Dominion dismisses as outdated and primitive. These weapons, which fire dense metal slugs propelled at high velocities, appear almost laughable compared to the Zoral's sophisticated energy-based weaponry. Yet, their devastating effectiveness against Zoral shields and hulls forces a re-evaluation of everything the Zoral know about warfare. Kinetic weapons bypass the Zoral's advanced energy shields entirely, exploiting a fundamental oversight in their design. The shields, engineered to counter plasma beams, particle cannons, and gravitational pulses, are almost useless against the sheer physical force of the projectiles. This oversight stems from the Zoral's assumption that no species would resort to such archaic technology in modern warfare. The slug's density and velocity allow them to punch through the shields and armor with brutal efficiency, a fact that baffles and infuriates the Zoral officers. This reliance on kinetic energy highlights a stark philosophical divide between the two civilizations. The Zoral have pursued technological elegance and precision, believing that superior science equates to superior combat effectiveness. Their weapons are masterpieces of innovation, designed for long-range devastation and flawless accuracy. In contrast, the humans have embraced simplicity, choosing a weapon system that trades finesse for raw power. This choice proves revolutionary, as it turns the Zoral's greatest strength, their advanced technology, into a liability. The human approach also reflects their resourcefulness and strategic thinking. By using weapons that are mechanically simple and resistant to countermeasures, the humans neutralize the Zoral's disruptor fields and electronic warfare tactics. The Zoral disruptors, designed to disable energy-based systems, are ineffective against the analog and mechanical nature of the humans' weapons. This unanticipated resilience leaves the Zoral scrambling to find new strategies, while the humans continue to adapt and press their advantage. Ultimately, the use of kinetic weapons becomes a symbol of the humans' broader approach to the conflict. It demonstrates their willingness to exploit the Zoral's assumptions and turn apparent weaknesses into strengths. For the Zoral, this is a humbling lesson in the dangers of over-reliance on technology and the importance of understanding the enemy's capabilities. For the humans, it is a testament to their ingenuity and determination, qualities that allow them to defy expectations and rewrite the rules of the battlefield. The turning point in the battle lies in humanity's remarkable adaptability. Despite being technologically outmatched, the humans demonstrate an uncanny ability to assess, adjust, and counter the Zoral Dominion's every move. This adaptability becomes a defining feature of the human strategy, turning what might seem like a series of desperate reactions into a deliberate and calculated approach to warfare. The Zoral Dominion, accustomed to overwhelming their enemies with advanced tactics and firepower, is unprepared for the humans' rapid learning curve. Each time the Zoral deploy a countermeasure, whether it be plasma cannons, disruptor waves, or long-range torpedoes, the humans analyze the attack, adapt their strategies, and exploit the vulnerabilities exposed in the Zoral's methods. For example, when the Zoral use disruptor waves designed to disable electronic systems, the humans' reliance on analog and mechanical systems renders the attack ineffective. This demonstrates not only foresight, but also an ability to use what the Zoral perceive as weaknesses to gain a significant edge. The humans' adaptability extends beyond their technology to their tactics. Their fleet maneuvers with precision and discipline, suggesting a level of coordination and strategy that belies the rugged appearance of their ships. When faced with overwhelming firepower, they regroup into tighter formations to minimize damage. When targeted by torpedoes, they split into smaller groups and execute evasive maneuvers with startling accuracy. Every adjustment they make reflects an intimate understanding of their own capabilities and a deep insight into the Zoral's limitations. This adaptability also reveals a profound psychological advantage. The Zoral, used to predictable foes who crumble under the weight of their superior technology, find themselves constantly on the back foot. The human's ability to adapt not only frustrates the Zoral, but also undermines their confidence. Each time the humans counter a move, they force the Zoral to re-evaluate their assumptions and scramble to develop new strategies. This creates a psychological toll on the Zoral commanders, who begin to question their invincibility and the reliability of their sophisticated systems. Humanity's adaptability is not simply a tactical advantage. It is a testament to their resilience and ingenuity. It reflects their survivalist mindset, a willingness to learn, innovate, and evolve under pressure. This quality, more than their weapons or ships, becomes the driving force behind their success. The battle against the Zoral Dominion transforms into a narrative of the underdog, where human ingenuity triumphs over technological arrogance. It is this relentless adaptability that not only levels the playing field, but also shifts the tide of the battle, proving that the ability to change and grow is the most potent weapon of all. The human's ability to weaponize surprise becomes a cornerstone of their resistance against the Zoral Dominion. For an adversary that relies on predictable, calculated superiority, the unexpected nature of the human's tactics and technology is both disorienting and devastating. Surprise here is not merely a product of their outdated weaponry, but a deliberate strategy that exploits the Zoral's overconfidence and reliance on advanced systems. At the heart of this surprise is the human's use of kinetic weapons, anachronistic projectiles that stand in stark contrast to the plasma beams and energy-based weapons of the Zoral Dominion. The Zoral shields, designed to counter high-energy attacks, are rendered ineffective against the sheer physical force of dense slugs. This unanticipated vulnerability exposes a critical flaw in the Zoral's technological assumptions. Their shield technology, optimized for energy dissipation, cannot absorb or deflect the brute force of physical impacts. The humans exploit this oversight, weaponizing the seemingly primitive to overcome the sophisticated. The element of surprise is also evident in the humans' tactical maneuvers. Despite the ragged appearance of their fleet, the humans display exceptional precision in their formations and movements. They use unconventional strategies, such as splitting into smaller groups to evade torpedoes or advancing directly into disruptor waves. Each maneuver is calculated to defy the expectations of the Zoral commanders, forcing them into reactive positions. This unpredictability disrupts the Zoral's carefully orchestrated strategies, exposing gaps in their coordination and leaving them vulnerable to further attacks. Even in communication, the humans introduce an unexpected layer of simplicity that confounds the Zoral. Instead of relying on advanced digital networks, the humans use analog systems and verbal commands, rendering the Zoral's disruptor waves ineffective. This deliberate choice further illustrates their ability to weaponize surprise, turning what the Zoral perceive as primitive into a strategic advantage. It also highlights a deeper psychological tactic. By rejecting the Zoral's technological paradigm, the humans force their enemy to confront the limitations of their own systems. Surprise also manifests in the humans' psychological warfare. Their resilience and ability to adapt to the Zoral's countermeasures create an unsettling realization for Commander Rock and his officers. The humans are not merely surviving. They are thriving in the chaos. Each unexpected move undermines the Zoral's confidence, sowing doubt in their technological superiority. This erosion of morale is as potent as any weapon, destabilizing the Zoral's command structure and impairing their decision-making. In warfare, the ability to surprise an opponent often defines the victor. For the humans, surprise is not just a byproduct of their unconventional methods, but a deliberate tool wielded with precision. It disrupts, disorients, and dismantles the Zoral Dominion's carefully constructed strategies. The humans' mastery of this tactic underscores a broader theme. that ingenuity and adaptability, coupled with the power to defy expectations, can overcome even the most formidable of foes. One of the most striking themes of the narrative is the resilience and adaptability displayed by humanity in the face of overwhelming odds. Despite being outmatched in terms of technological sophistication, the humans demonstrate an unyielding ability to endure, adjust, and thrive in the chaos of battle. These traits emerge as their greatest strengths, enabling them to turn apparent weaknesses into decisive advantages. Resilience is evident in the humans' determination to hold their ground despite the Zoral Dominion's initial superiority. Their fleet, though smaller and less advanced, withstands relentless plasma cannon fire, disruptor waves, and long-range torpedoes. This capacity to absorb and adapt to the enemy's most devastating blows is a testament to their fortitude. Even as their ships take heavy damage, the human crews press on with unwavering focus, embodying the principle that survival often hinges on sheer willpower. Adaptability, however, is where the humans truly excel. Faced with the Zoral's advanced energy-based weaponry and disruptor waves, the humans employ analog systems, mechanical and electromagnetic technologies that are impervious to digital interference. This deliberate choice not only nullifies the Zoral's technological advantage, but also forces them to reevaluate their own assumptions about warfare. By leaning into what the Zoral perceive as archaic, the humans effectively sidestep their enemy's strengths and create a battlefield on their own terms. Tactically, the humans' adaptability is showcased in their ability to respond to the Zoral's countermeasures. Each time the Zoral adjusts their strategy, the humans pivot with alarming speed and precision. Whether it is evading torpedoes through coordinated maneuvers or regrouping into tighter formations after an attack, their flexibility in the face of changing conditions makes them a formidable opponent. They seem to anticipate the Zoral's moves, exploiting every vulnerability with a combination of calculated risk and strategic ingenuity. This adaptability also extends to psychological warfare. The humans' capacity to adjust their strategies fosters a sense of unpredictability that keeps the Zoral commanders off balance. For Commander Rock, this unpredictability is as unnerving as it is frustrating. The humans' relentless evolution in tactics and technology creates a dynamic battlefield where the Zoral's advanced systems offer no guaranteed advantage. It forces Rock and his crew to confront the unsettling reality that their opponents are not only surviving, but actively outthinking them. Ultimately, the humans' resilience and adaptability highlight the broader theme of the narrative: that true strength in conflict often lies not in technological superiority, but in the ability to persevere and evolve under pressure. By embracing their limitations and using them to their advantage, the humans transform the battlefield into a proving ground for their ingenuity and determination. Their success challenges the notion of invincibility, showing that even the most advanced adversaries can be overcome by those who refuse to give up and continuously adapt to the challenges before them. The humans' victory over the Zoral Dominion underscores a profound strategic principle. Overconfidence can be the undoing of even the mightiest forces. Throughout the battle, the Zoral's arrogance, rooted in their technological superiority, blinds them to the possibility that an ostensibly inferior opponent could outmaneuver and outthink them. The humans exploit this hubris at every turn, transforming the Zoral's confidence into a liability and ultimately achieving a stunning reversal of power. From the outset, the Zoral commanders, especially Commander Rock, dismiss the humans' outdated weaponry as crude and ineffective. Ballistic weapons, railguns, and analog systems seem laughably primitive when compared to the Zoral's energy-based shields, plasma cannons, and disruptor waves. This initial disdain prevents the Zoral from taking the human threat seriously, leaving them unprepared for the devastating impact of the humans' kinetic projectiles. The dense slugs, which bypass energy shields entirely, expose a fatal flaw in the Zoral's over-reliance on energy-based defenses. The human success hinges on their ability to turn the Zoral's assumptions against them. Knowing that their enemy expects to dominate with superior technology, the humans embrace unconventional strategies that exploit these expectations. For example, the use of analog systems is a direct response to the Zoral's disruptor waves, which are designed to incapacitate digital and energy-based technologies. By relying on mechanical systems immune to such interference, the humans render one of the Zoral's most formidable weapons ineffective, catching them off guard and forcing them to fight on unfamiliar terms. This exploitation of overconfidence extends beyond technology to tactics. The Zoral fleet's reliance on long-range engagements, favored because of their advanced targeting systems and energy weapons, proves disastrous when the humans force them into close-quarters combat. The humans' precision, discipline, and audacity in pressing forward nullify the Zoral's advantages, leaving them vulnerable to relentless, pinpoint attacks. The Zoral's inability to adapt quickly to this shift in battlefield conditions further underscores how their confidence in their own strategies becomes a weakness. Psychologically, the Zoral's overconfidence prevents them from recognizing the depth of the human's capabilities until it is too late. Commander Rock, despite his frustration and growing unease, initially refuses to acknowledge the humans as a genuine threat. His insistence that their success is a fluke or a result of desperation blinds him to the reality that the humans are not merely surviving. They are winning. This denial delays critical decision-making and contributes to the unraveling of the Zoral's defenses. By the time the Zoral realize the gravity of their predicament, the humans have already seized control of the battle. The turning point comes when Rock witnesses the humans' adaptability firsthand, as they evade torpedoes, regroup with precision, and press forward with an unrelenting advance. What initially appeared to be desperation now reveals itself as calculated strategy, leaving Rock and his crew scrambling to respond. Their earlier confidence, which had seemed so unshakable, now gives way to desperation as they face the realization that their adversaries have outmaneuvered them at every turn. In the end, the humans' exploitation of the Zoral's overconfidence serves as a powerful reminder of the dangers of underestimating an opponent. The Zoral's failure to respect the ingenuity, resilience, and tactical acumen of the humans leads directly to their downfall. This reversal not only highlights the importance of humility in the face of conflict, but also reinforces the theme that true strength lies not in technological superiority, but in the ability to adapt, innovate, and challenge conventional wisdom. The human's triumph becomes a testament to the power of strategic thinking and the value of never underestimating an opponent, no matter how seemingly primitive their tools or tactics. The final moments of the battle highlight a profound and universal truth. The strength of the human spirit lies in its ability to endure, adapt, and triumph against insurmountable odds. The human's victory over the technologically superior Zoral Dominion is not merely a military triumph, but a demonstration of humanity's core attributes: resilience, ingenuity, and defiance. Their success is rooted in their refusal to be cowed by overwhelming odds and their ability to harness their supposed weaknesses as strengths. As the humans close in on the Zoral fleet, their tactics and determination take center stage. Their battered, scarred ships advance relentlessly, ignoring the Zoral's disruptor waves, plasma barges, and minefields. This tenacity reflects a deep-seated resolve, a refusal to surrender, even when logic and probability suggest defeat is inevitable. Unlike the Zoral, whose pride in their technological superiority blinds them to their vulnerabilities, the humans embrace every challenge as an opportunity to adapt and grow stronger. A defining moment occurs when the humans' fleet, despite suffering heavy losses, presses forward with calculated precision. This resilience is emblematic of a broader theme: the humans' ability to endure hardship and turn it into strength. Their outdated weapons and analog systems, initially dismissed as primitive, become symbols of their resourcefulness. By relying on low-tech solutions immune to the Zoral's advanced countermeasures, they demonstrate a remarkable ability to turn perceived disadvantages into game-changing advantages. The humans' defiance is further underscored by their refusal to fight on the Zoral's terms. Instead of attempting to match the Zoral's technological might, they craft a strategy that negates it entirely. Their decision to engage in close-quarters combat, where their kinetic weapons can wreak havoc on the Zoral shields and hulls, exemplifies their capacity to exploit their enemies' overconfidence. This defiance is not born of recklessness, but of a profound understanding of their strengths and their adversaries' weaknesses. Commander Rock's reaction to the humans' resilience is telling. Initially dismissive, he grows increasingly uneasy as he realizes the humans are not merely surviving. They are adapting with unnerving speed and precision. His frustration gives way to a grudging respect, culminating in a moment of reluctant admiration as the battle's outcome becomes clear. Rock's arc serves as a mirror to the overarching theme. The humans' triumph is not just about tactics or technology, but about their unyielding spirit and determination to challenge the impossible. The human commander's final transmission to Rock encapsulates this spirit. His calm, measured words reflect a quiet confidence rooted in humanity's enduring qualities. We don't conquer. We survive, adapt, and overcome. This statement encapsulates the essence of the human victory. It is not about dominance or destruction, but about resilience, creativity, and the will to endure. The human's ability to wield these attributes against a vastly superior foe transforms the battle from a mere conflict into a testament to the power of the human spirit. As the Zoral Dominion's fleet crumbles under the humans' relentless assault, the scene serves as a powerful metaphor for the triumph of resilience over arrogance. The humans' battered ships, scarred but unbroken, become symbols of defiance in the face of overwhelming adversity. Their victory is not just a military success, but a reminder that true strength lies in the ability to persevere, innovate, and adapt. Ultimately, the humans' victory is a celebration of the enduring power of the human spirit. It is a testament to the idea that no matter how overwhelming the odds, resilience and determination can turn the tide. The Zoral Dominion, for all their technological prowess, are undone by their inability to match the humans' adaptability and resolve. This final point serves as a powerful conclusion to the battle, leaving a lasting impression of the unyielding strength and defiance that defines humanity.